Okay, we've got a match here against ZFlame, ZFlame, forgotten his name. But it's a UU match, and I'm super rusty with UU. I haven't played it in ages. So I go with clockwise here, and I see he has a hippopotas, which means sand, which pretty much rapes my team anyway. I want to get the toxic on it, but toxic misses, and that means that I'm one step behind, and I'm going to be reeling from this whole match because of that one toxic miss. Turns out this hippopotas is actually a suicide lead. I wouldn't think it would be, but it is. I knew it would have something for surf, or if it didn't, it would get out of there, so that's why I did the toxic. Blow away the stealth rock, and now I've blown away the stealth rock, I'm thinking surf's obvious, so I'm yawned, so if I surf now, then I'm probably going to hit something that surf's going to do absolutely nothing to. So I go out to get my own stealth rock up, not knowing what to do. So that means I'm going to go out to Uxie and see what this thing wants to do. So Uxie comes in and he sets up his stealth rock again. And then I've either got to switch or die. Actually, thinking about it, if I actually surfed then, I'd have been faster and he wouldn't have got anything up. So, I'm not quite sure about that. I go with the trick just to see what this thing's got. Turns out it does have a focus sash, so it was just complete suicide lead. It gets Uxie yawned, which I'm okay with. Uxie's fodder once it does its thing. So I'm just going to do my thing and set up stealth rock on my own as I fall asleep here. And what does he want to do? I've got to get rid of that stealth rock as well, so that's going through my head right now because I've got a Sasha on this team. Although at this point in time, I just realised that this sandstorm going, the Sasha is not going to live anyway, so that plan's completely ruined anyway. So I set up stealth rock, and in comes Cacturn, and I'm thinking maybe it might seed. Either way, I've got absolutely sod all for it, so I go to the one thing which might dodge a seed, maybe. It's going to be a sub-seeder anyway, so it's probably going to sub first. I'm looking at my team, and I have absolutely nothing to stop this thing anyway, especially with stealth rock up. So I go out to executive here to try and not set up on it, but just try and do something about it. It sets up substitute, unfortunately, instead of leech seed, which I was predicting, and that sucks. Because this thing's going to have a sucker punch now, and there's nothing I could really do about it. I set up my reflect as he swords dances, which doesn't really do anything. The moves cancel each other out. But now I'm really stuck because of I want a trick room, but I know that he's going to get another swords dance because of the reflect, and that means that I'm probably not going to survive actually getting the sub, and I need that sub gone in order to try and take this thing out. So unfortunately, I can't set up. I have to explode here. It really sucks that I can't set this thing up, because with this thing not setting up Trick Room, it pretty much completely ruins another one of my Pokemon. So I have to get rid of the sub, and I have to explode, just because the Sucker Punch is going to kill me even with the Reflect later on. So I explode his turn early and get rid of the sub. And now I just have to pray that with the Reflect up, Blastoise can get rid of the Stealth Rock with +4 on this damn thing with Seed Bomb. So sending clockwise, he has to survive this hit or I'm just doomed. So he goes for the Seed Bomb, obviously it's not really much to think about. And it's going down and down. I'm thinking, God, come on Blastoise, you can live this. You're a bit of a tank. And he lives with 5 HP, so I get my Rapid Spin off, but he gets a Sandveil Hacks, and that spells doom for me, because now I have absolutely nothing to stop it. So the game's kicking me while I'm down here, and I'm expecting a sweep from here on in. So I send out Spirit, maybe just PP stall it. If I had got rid of the Stealth Rock, then I would have just reversaled now. The Sucker Punch would take me all the way down to my Sash, and reversal would rape it. But unfortunately, because of the Stealth Rock, I can't, so I'm just going to PP stall his Sucker Punch now. I don't really care how much. I'm just going to keep on agility. I can't even say the word. Using agility till he just runs out of Sucker Punches. And then I remember this one time I was on a battle tower that if you go first, the other guy's Sucker Punch fails. I remember that happened to me once in the battle tower, and it pissed me off. And I'm like, I'm realizing this now, and I'm thinking, oh, obvious. So I go for the extreme speed. Goes first. I'm going to get the 2-hit KO on him, and his Sucker Punch is going to completely fail. So it looks like I may be back in this. I can actually get rid of this damn thing with all its plus junk going on. So yeah, so now it's up to him to see whether he wants to sacrifice this thing or take another extreme speed from something else. Of course, now he figures out the Sucker Punch is going to be useless, so he gets out of there, and he goes to Melodic, which takes the extreme speed pretty damn well, much better than I thought, really. And I'm looking at my team, and this is another Pokemon which I don't really have much for. Blastoise might be able to stop it, but he's gone because I had to sacrifice him to stop the other dude, which would have raped my team as well. So I don't really have much to do. I'm looking at my team here, and I decide to fodder in a Memento here just to see what it does. And he goes to Toxic, so I dodged that, which was not intentional at all. And if I knew he was going to do a Toxic, I have a Pokemon that's like perfect for it. I'm hoping that he won't do anything here, because I think I go out to my Pokemon that should have taken the Toxic. Maybe he would predict that I'd wake up and he'd get a Toxic on that. So go out to Catch here, and because he's got a Toxic of his own. And he goes out to Kakatoon again, and I get my Toxic going up here, and I think about this really long and hard. With Sandstorm and Toxic, I'm not going to be in here for very long. So I've got a choice. I've been PP stalling his Sucker Punch this whole time, and obviously he and I both know that Extreme Speed is going to completely stop the Sucker Punch. So I'm thinking he's probably not going to want a Sucker Punch, he's probably going to want a sub, at least sub, anyway. So I'm thinking this, but he just goes for it anyway, which surprised me really, because the Sucker Punch must be pretty low on PP by now, and he probably want to save it. But he didn't, he just goes for it, and I use a First Aid, and take out his cactus thing. So after the Sandstorm and everything, I've got one shot left. So whatever comes in, it's going to be taking the Quick Feet First Aid. He thinks about it, and he sends in the Hippopotas. And because I play OU mostly, I'm just treating this like a Hippodon. So I'm expecting it to take the First Aid and then slack off. But I'm thinking, I've got something for him. But it turns out he's got Protect, which with Yawn, I guess, is alright. The Toxic Orb would have completely toxicked him, which would have been awesome. But no, he's got Protect as well. So talk about not giving me a break at all. I just can't get any sort of break here. And I'm just looking at how I can turn this around here. Of course, I don't really think I can. I go out to Rekka because he's probably thinking that that thing's probably going to stop it. So I'm thinking, well, he probably won't predict this, what I'm about to do here, because it's completely and utterly weird, this Rampardos. But he fodders his Milotic here, which completely sucks, because I was using a Blizzard. This thing is pretty damn weird and funky, and I refuse to believe that he actually predicted a Blizzard coming off this thing. Any other move from a standard Rampardos would have completely KO'd the Milotic. But lucky for him, he got it right, and there's not really a lot I can do here. I fought at Uxie because I'm looking at my team, and I know it was Stealth Rock up. I can get rid of this thing. Excuse me, I can get rid of this thing and at least claw back a 4-0 instead of a 5-0. So I'm looking at the team and thinking, if I get Arcanine in there twice, then the Stealth Rock damage is going to be nice and low, and the reversal is definitely going to finish off the Milotic. Even though it's got Sandstorm, I know that Rampardos isn't going to live, because that's just not what he does. So that's pretty much the game. I swap out a few times, get the Stealth Rock damage on Arcanine, and I get reversal on it and finish it off. GG man, that's pretty much how it goes from here. Really rusty on UU here. I want to start this match. I had to actually check the tiers to see what was UU, and Heracross is UU now. So I thought about using Heracross, but I thought, nah, that would be unfair. Now I'm kind of wishing I had. Oh well. See you guys soon, and check out more vids.